Well, good evening. It's me, your Flylady Kat. I haven't been here today because it's Sunday and it was a day of rest, and that's what I did today. So actually I did a lot of planning in my planner today. So what we had to do first though was our morning routine, which was to get up and make our bed, wash our face, brush our teeth, put on some moisturizer, get our clothes on, get our makeup on, wipe out the sink, swish the toilet, go in the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, and make some breakfast. That's what we did first. Okay, so how did you do? Because it was just a 2-layer cake, that and Renew Your Spirit Day. So I'm going to give a shout out to some folks here, Lynn and Monica and Fran and Brooke, Jennifer and Candace and Michelle, and she did all that, Jessica, watching on the plane. Okay, Jessica, Elizabeth, Jenny Paulino, Janet Solorzano, oh my goodness, Solorzano, there we go, Jackie Longnecker, Jessica, Pam, Carol Benny, Shira Lee, Georgianne, and Melissa, and Roxy, and Amy, and Sandra, Debbie King Tampa. Thank you, I'm glad you love that. All right, so I hope you had a great Sunday. Hi, Mike, Mickey, and Olivia Summer. You made it right here at the beginning. Is everybody doing the thumbs up? Is that helping you on your notifications? Hi, Deb and Ruth Ann. And Mr. B's on here. I'm going to have a sip of my little International Delight. Ooh, and look what I'm drinking it in. My Daily Connoisseur cup. My cup's on the way. I ordered it for myself. Did you get yours yet? It says complete the process on this side. And on this side, it just says A Better Life with Flylady Kat. All right, Fran did a thumbs up. Let's see. Lisa is here, and Bev, and Crystal, and Gretchen, and Jamise. So happy to see you. Feel like a true 20%er today. Completed all my routines, spent time with the family, and now after dinner routine. Awesome. Yeah, my after dinner routine is done too, but it wasn't much. We kind of had leftovers. Larry made a delicious thing, his first attempt at using the Instant Pot, and he made a beef stew yesterday. So we really didn't eat it yesterday. We saved it and we had it today. It was delicious. He's so good. Okay. Erin is a 20%er through and through. Awesome. Lynn did all routines and her weekly home blessings since she will not be able to do it tomorrow. Excellent. Yasmin says good evening, and Elizabeth, I would wear a t-shirt that says that. Well, I'm not going to do t-shirts, I don't think, but I am going to do phone cases and maybe a tote. I don't know, would you rather do a tote or a t-shirt? Let me know. Hi, Sherry and Candace. I spent some time writing in my planner the things I'd be doing in Zone 3. Well, girl, I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and I'm going to actually show you, Candace, my planner for this week. So, oh no, Debbie King Tampa's dogs got into the garbage. We keep it in a cabinet under the sink, so after I picked it up, I mopped and smiled as I mopped because it's part of the weekly home blessing for tomorrow anyway, so now it's done. There's a positive spin. Rosalie from New Zealand, hi, hi. A phone case or a tote? Okay, Lynn. Sherry says, what is Zone 3? Okay, so here we go. Zone 3 is the bathroom and one other room. So here's my week, all planned out. Okay, now this part right, I'm going to show you the front part first. This right here is when I'm working doing my personal mentoring. So I blocked out their names, but it's from 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. And what I've got in my book is this. Is it backwards to you guys, or is it the right way? I can't tell. Let me know. But anyway, over here in the top corner, I wrote the 4 things I want to do in my zone. And I got a new little handheld steamer. So, oh, Wanda, you've been running a fever? I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. I'm glad you got your kitchen done. Debbie, thank you for letting me know it's the right way. Okay, in this corner, it says tub/tile. So in the main bathroom, I'm going to steam the tub and tile. And then on the next work day that I have, which for me is going to be Tuesday, I'm using Wednesday as my free day. So Tuesday, I'm going to do the sink and the counter with the little steamer. And then on the, see how I wrote A, B, C, and I also wrote it up here, A, B, C, D. So that corresponds with this over here. So on Wednesday, I'm going to do the baseboards. I'm going to steam the baseboards in the bathroom. And then D, I'm going to do the sink downstairs. It's a pedestal sink, so behind the faucets and around the drain and everything, I'm going to do that. That's my other room. So those are my 4 jobs for this week. Then down here, I have my actual morning routine timetable. So at 7, I'm going to wake up and do my morning routine. At 7:30, laundry. 7:35, the zone. 7:45, the basic weekly plan. And it'll be done at different times. So on this day, Monday, the basic weekly plan for Monday is weekly home blessing. See, it says WHB, weekly home blessing. That takes an hour. So if I'm through at, let's see, if I get up at 7 and I'm through doing my zone by 7:45, that's when I start the basic weekly home blessing, the weekly home blessing hour, then it makes sense that at 8:45 I'll be done. So the hardest part of the day is over at 8:45. At 9, I'm going to go live with you. At 9, that's my plan now. Don't hold me to it. Some things could happen, but that's my plan. 9:30, it's done, and I'm going to start some recordings. I'm going to be making my Patreon recording for Monday. It's got a code, PJ141, and that means Patreon. J is January, 14 is the 14th, 1 is the first one I have written down over here, which is don't make it complicated. So that's the one I'm going to do. Sheena gave me that suggestion. So that's next. After that, at 10, I'm going to do Patreon and review for last week. And we'll put those 2 up. The Patreon on the Patreon channel and the Patreon on review will go on your channel. Then at 1 o'clock, I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to enjoy my day. Then at 1 o'clock, between 1 and 2, I'm going to make 2 videos for my sweet friend Nikki, who's doing the audio. I'm doing the audio. She's doing the beautiful videography. I'm going to be doing before bed routine audio and a before bed routine for kids audio. So I'm going to do those 2 and send her all the notes so she can make the video. And then I'm going to make one more Patreon so I can be a day ahead. So I'm going to do P, Patreon, J15, January 15th, 2, which is this one, planner specifics, kind of like what I'm giving you now. All right, but it's going to be a planner specifics for Patreon. And then I'm going to take a break. At 3, I'm going to go pick up my mother's groceries sometime between 3 and 4. And at 3:30, so I'm probably going to leave here, that's when I have to pick it up between 3 and 4. So I'm probably going to leave here at 3 to pick up the groceries to be at their house by 4, somewhere in there. And then from 4 to 5:30, I'll be at their house. I'll make supper. I'll do a load of laundry. I'll clean that up. I'll make sure they have their pills. I'll make sure my father's clothes are laid out for the next day. Their bed is turned down. His breathing machine is all set up. I'll do all that, and I'll leave there at 5:30. Then I'll come home, and I'll make another live for you. So that is my day. So I know I've got a busy day. I have to get up at 7 or earlier and get going so I can get the weekly home blessing done. But remember, we're not thinking about the whole week. We're just thinking about these little parts, okay? On Tuesday, I'm going to get up at 7, and I'm going to get B done. Well, B is planning and desk day, and it'll be done by 8:45. So the same thing, the same little routine that I have over here, I'll be done by 8:45. At 9 o'clock, I'll go live again, have a nice big break. I'm going to make a recording in the afternoon for... what is that? Renew Your Spirit. And I'm going to make a Patreon video, and I'll go live at 6. That's all I've got planned for that day. It's for planning and desk day. Zone 3 is the bathroom. I already told you I'll be doing sink and counters, right? Then on this day is a free day, so I'll just be doing my morning routine. At 7:30, I'll be on the phone with a Flybaby mentee. I have to leave at 8 to go to my Weight Watcher meeting. I'll get back, and then I'll have time to do all these. Plus, I'll probably do... Let me see if I have one planned. Yep, I'm probably going to make a Patreon, and I'm going to do a Weight Watcher video in 2 little breaks that I have. So that's what's happening that day. Next day, same kind of thing. So you can see I plan out every single thing that I'm going to do that has to be done, including when I'm going to my parents. I go to get my parents again on this day, but my mother has a doctor's appointment, so I have to leave at noon because I have to get her there by 1:30, okay? And then at 3:30, I'll be able to, I'll have some extra time in there. I'll probably just stay and visit with her. And then at 4 o'clock, I'll start the program at their house. Begin supper, do the laundry, fold it up, etc. Leave at 5:30, come home and go live. Friday, sort of the same thing, only I'll be done by 7:30 because it's car and purse day. So it's super easy because at 7, let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm getting up at 7, morning routine, laundry zone. Actually, I think that's more a little later. I made a mistake there. So it's probably going to be 7:35. Probably going to be 7:45 and I'll be done. At 9, I'll go live, a couple more recordings, and I'll go live at night. On Sunday, get up, do everything I need to do, be done by 7:30, go to church. We go to church at about 8:30, so we have to leave the house at 8. And then relax and enjoy my day. That's a day to rest and renew your spirit, and then I'll go live at 6 o'clock. So that's how I do it. I write zone 3 across the top. I make little notes all in here so I know exactly what to do. I know exactly which videos I'm going to make. And it's all set up and ready to go. So I can just look on Monday and not worry about the rest of the week. And I kind of did a little bit for the next week too. So I worked today to plan some things out. So I like doing that on Sunday afternoons. Okay, so that's it. I gave you the most detailed I've ever given you. I don't have a special camera that sits over a table where I can show you and write it down and all that stuff. I just showed it to you so you get the idea. Okay, remember this is a tool, this is not a toy. Okay, woo, let me see what you have to say about that. Let's see, all kind of things, goodness. Okay, I'm just going to start here at the bottom. If I missed you, I'm sorry because I was showing you something. Minnie said, I like this, it helps a lot and will help me make sure I have a schedule where my mom has to ask if I am free. She thinks because I work from home, I'm always available. Very good point. You lost the audio, Kristen. I'm sorry. Yes, Brooke, totally agree. Okay. These lights are hot in my room. I don't know what that is. Okay. I'm rocking it, Kat, Nancy says. That's awesome. Thank you for mentioning that you were moving your free day to Wednesday, Candace says. I have big plans tomorrow to do some stuff with my husband, so I think I'm going to move my free day to tomorrow. And it's fine. The only thing I never want you to do is I never want you to default after you've just fluffed off the day and you had plans and you just laid around. I don't want you to say, well, that'll be my free day. I don't want you to do that. I want you to take a loss and go forward. And whatever your free day was, have your free day. As long as it's planned. Say, I planned mine. And at some point, I'm going to have to do my fingernails because I haven't done them in a week and I don't have time. Well, I didn't want to today, honestly. I should have. I could have. I didn't want to. And since I am the alpha of my home and myself, I decided not to. I'll do them on Wednesday evening, probably, after I'm all done with everybody. So you'll have to look at this color for a bit longer. Okay. Hello, Kat and Mr. B. That's from Rana, and Linda says, hi. Okay, so if anybody said anything to me that I missed, because I think you might have just been having conversations amongst yourself, which is perfectly okay, but if it's something you needed to tell me, please say it again, or Mr. B, if you know there's something you could grab and copy, I would appreciate it. We have 101 people on tonight, 42 thumbs up, I really appreciate it. With the books, is it better to get the new ones, the new one, Chaos Cure, or the original one, Sync Reflections? It's up to you, whatever you want to read. It's up to you. Okay, Serena, I'm a caregiver for my mom who has dementia, and since she lives with me for now, I find it impossible to stay on routine. Any tips? Yes, stay on routine. You can stay on routine. It is difficult when you have someone with dementia. If she has advanced dementia, it is very difficult, and if you can get help, I would recommend that. But if she's in early dementia, you're going to just have to say, Mama, I'll be with you in 10 minutes. I'm going to set the timer, and I'll be with you. Or you can sit here at the table and do XYZ. You can fold these socks or whatever while I clean the kitchen. And you can do it. It's just like having a toddler, only it's not a toddler, it's your mom, so it's a weird dynamic, but you can do it. You just have to say to yourself, I am the alpha, I will stay on my schedule. Now, as I said, it's still flexible. Things are going to happen. You know, maybe she has an accident and didn't get to the bathroom on time, and you have to stop and take care of that just like you would with a toddler, depending on how far along she is in her dementia. Or you have a doctor's appointment, plan it out. You can do most of your things early in the morning and get it done, okay? Okay. All right, next question. Beautiful purpose. Hello, thanks so much. I have been following the system and my household is changing before my eyes. I can't wait to get all my products. Awesome, congratulations. Hi, Kat, glad to see you. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Shelley. Amy says, this is helpful to go over. Thank you. You're welcome, stuff too, Amy. That's Amy, right? Gretchen said, what was your life like before the Flylady system? Were you in chaos or were you always so born organized? No, I am not born organized. One very poignant memory that I have is when my kids were in school. I had been doing, since my baby was about a year old, I'd been doing the Sidetracked Home Executives. It was like a little file box, and you had a little card for every single job in your house, and people would fall off the box. And it was the beginnings. It was the seed that created Flylady, was that program. But sometimes I would just get totally off of it because I just couldn't. It was just so overwhelming to me. There were so many cards, and to a lot of people, but it was still fantastic, much better than what I was doing. But one time when I was off the box, I came home from work because I worked full time. I had 2 girls, and I could get my house clean. I just couldn't keep it clean. I couldn't keep it decluttered. And it was a Saturday, and I was overwhelmed with things and laundry and stuff and dirt in every room. And I was angry because I worked all week long, and my house looked like it blew up. And I was not a nice person, and I was so overwhelmed that I called my sister Marty, and I said, Marty, I know how to clean. I just need somebody to tell me what to do. And she said, okay, go clean your bathroom. So back in those days, I cleaned from stem to stern. I detail cleaned, perfection cleaned. I got that bathroom perfect. And it was the little place that I would go for respite. I would go out in the living room and I would work on that a while. And when I get overwhelmed, I would just go stand in the bathroom because it was organized. And I could breathe in the organized space, but I couldn't breathe in that overwhelming space. And then I got Flylady, and I started, and it took me a long time to figure out Flylady. Many, many years. There was nobody to tell you like it is now. And we got a lot of emails, and those, I found those to be overwhelming. And Flylady herself will tell me, has told us to tell our fly babies when we're following, when they're being mentored by us, to discontinue the subscription for the emails because it's too overwhelming, because it's 2 different things being said. So it's up to you if you want to follow those or not. I chose not to, and you're still doing the Flylady system. I'm teaching you the Flylady system. So it took me many years, but one day something just clicked in my head, and it was like, oh, I get it. It's 3 things. It's it's 3 groups of things that we do. We do a group of routines at different times during the day, and those are daily things. We do a group of basic weekly plan things, which are just something we do every week on a specific day of the week. And then we do a zone thing, which is a room once a month that we visit during the week and take care of that room. That's the zone. So it's just 3 things: routines, basic weekly plan, and zone. And we just do it one little thing a day, like eating an apple or eating an elephant bit by bit, inch by inch, it's a cinch. It just makes sense. So that's why I tell you, somebody said, and I think this is the cutest thing, start your day with a 3-layer cake. Yay, I'm letting you eat cake. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But no, I was a mess, a total mess. Okay, and I can't tell you that I'm 100% now because I am you. I am a sidetracked person. And so sometimes I don't want to do it, and I fight with my inner child. And sometimes I have a little clutter in places that is hidden that I have to go take care of. I'm not a perfect person, but I let go of perfectionism. I let it go. It didn't serve me, and it won't serve you. Okay? All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. How far? Gosh, girls, y'all talk so much. There's so many of you, and I love it. But give me just a second. Okay, I caught up. That was for Gretchen. Sherry said, just getting to dinner, Instant Pot. So tired last night. Tons of dishes. Well, hopefully you'll learn to be more conservative with your dishes use, or sometimes use paper plates when you don't feel good, Sherry. Erin said, thank you for encouraging me to rediscover the joy and passion in my vocation. And I'm now considering making the jump at being a home fly baby once again in the very near future. Any advice? Enjoy it, embrace it, and stay on your budget. That's my advice. Candace, we have to leave at 7 in the morning to get down to Carlsbad to tour the Gemological Institute and have lunch with the Retirees Association. You have to. It sounds like it's awesome. How wonderful, Candace. I imagine that you are gonna. You're in California, so 7 in the morning means you got to get up earlier than normal, huh? Michelle is telling Marie that it's easy to do the Flylady Kat way. Hey, Darlene. Melissa said, any tips for doing laundry in the bathtub? I won't have a washer until Wednesday. Yeah, you just do small loads, scrub it or wring it out. Some things, if you take a dry towel, you can roll it up in the towel and stand on the towel and get a lot of water out of it and hang it up to dry if you need it sooner. You want to really wring out the things, rinse well and wring out. And then I hope you have a line or something you can hang things on. Lots and lots of people have had to do their laundry in the bathtub. My mother, when she was a young married woman, did her laundry in the bathtub and didn't even have a line in her apartment. So she hung up wire clothes hangers, hooked them end to end, and made that into her line to hang things on, like sheets and things. So it can be done. And it's not fun, but you can do it. And you're going to be able to tell a great story one day. Okay, let's see. Somebody did the card system, but I'm trying to go back here. Give me just a sec. I'll catch up. Stop making comments, please, so I can catch up. Thanks. Let's see. It's Amy. I know it is. Okay, Rana. Wow, that sounds like I used to be until Flylady. I was in tears. Yeah, it was awful. And you know how to do it. You just don't have, you're so sidetracked you can't even focus to do it. Or you get hyper-focused on something and everything else just goes to pot. That's another thing that can happen. Jennifer said, in your planner you show that you do your weekly house blessing early. Where do you fit in breakfast? Do you eat after? No, I eat my breakfast in my morning routine. Coffee and a little breakfast. Something quick. That on that day, like right now in the refrigerator. So tomorrow morning when I do this, I've got some vanilla yogurt in a glass jar with some frozen strawberries that are going to get all melty in there tomorrow. I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of granola on that, and that's going to be a quick little breakfast that I have with my coffee. So I planned my food as well. And so I'll be able to go straight into the weekly home blessing hour. I've got a busy day. I have to do it, and it's going to make me feel better to have it done. Okay, let's see. Because I also planned all my meals today, even though I should have last week, but I was on vacation, and then I was taking care of my parents, and we changed our schedule with them, and had some improvements there, but I had to do my menu plan and buy my groceries today. That's the other thing I had to do. Okay, and I also have to menu plan and buy groceries for my mother, and so it's kind of hard when I'm in the grocery store. It's like, wait, do I need that? No, Mama needs that. So I have separate lists that I keep. Actually, hers is ordered. I'll pick it up, thank goodness. I couldn't get it ordered fast enough for myself today. Let's see. Whoops. I'm catching up. Hold on. So that was for Jennifer. Yes, I eat my breakfast when I do my morning routine. Sometimes you'll have a little bigger breakfast, but generally breakfast doesn't take long, and I just have it planned out. And sometimes I'll eat my breakfast after 8:45 because it's over by 8:45, and I might not even be hungry till then. Dickie said hi. Mr. B said hi to you, Dickie. I did that card file system. Wait a minute. Somebody sent a note in and it flipped it away. Hold tight, girls. Don't send me any more notes, please. I got to go back here. I did that card file system, then found Flylady. Your version of Flylady makes it so much easy, makes it easy to follow. Thank you, Jessica. That's very encouraging for me. Excuse my finger up here, trying to turn this thing. Let's see, Rana, that's going to make me cry. I can't believe I've waited so much time on not living a clean life to make my life better. Okay, well, now you are. Gretchen, thank you for sharing. I used to have nightmares about company coming, and my home was a disaster. Michelle with Got Kids is talking to Marie. I just wish I knew about Kat earlier. You're young, so now's the best time. That's good. Keep encouraging each other, guys. I love that. Shelley, thank you so much for sharing. You're welcome. Gretchen said, now I have some peace. Awesome. Glitter and Spit Up is Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, Kat. Jennifer here. Do you think it would be too much to put Desk Day and half of the Weekly Home Blessing Day in one day and then Car and Purse Day in the other half? No, I don't think it would be too much because nothing that we do is too much. And Car and Purse Day is like, and now I'll say Desk Day is a big day. So you might want to just take your Weekly Home Blessing Hour and break it even down further and do one a day for 5 days and then do your sheets on Saturday. That's a consideration. I know that Marla Silly, the Flylady, does hers that way. 5, she does it, splits it up all week long and does it. So that might be something easier, but you could totally do it. It's just 30 minutes if you break it in half and then just do your Desk Day. That should be fine. And once you do that Desk Day a lot, it'll get easier and easier as long as you keep up with it. Let's see. Okay, stand by, girls. I am going to catch up, so give me a minute. I just have to, sorry I'm making weird faces. Cheryl LeDuc, I relate to that story so much. I spent years being a crazy woman on Saturdays. You have saved me from that. Oh, yes, Cheryl. I used to yell at my kids. You kids, what's wrong with you? Why can't you keep your rooms clean? My poor little children. And, you know, children get overwhelmed. They can only handle one thing at a time, just like I needed somebody to tell me what to do. They needed somebody to just say, okay, Karen, pick up the papers in your room and go put them in the garbage can. That's what they needed. Okay, now, you did a good job. Come tell me when you're done and I'll look at it. And then stop what you're doing and go look at it. Good job. Okay, now put your shoes in the closet and come get me when you're done and I'll look at it. You know, that's what they need instead of screaming banshee women. So, and that's what I was, a screaming banshee woman. I don't know where Larry was during those times. I think he was hiding somewhere. But he was actually a very clean husband. I was very blessed, but still, the house just blew up. And I would throw things around because I'd be in a hurry and I'd be tired when I got home and, you know, bad. Let's see. You're welcome, Shelley Lee. I already thanked you, I think, but anyway. Debbie, not a question. No need to read. Okay. Oh, that's all right. She had never heard the Flylady story, how I came into Flylady. And you know what? When they told us that we were going to be called Flyladies, I cried. It was like the thing I always wanted to do was help other people like it helped me. And it was so cool that we got to be called Flylady Kat and Flylady Linda and Flylady Diane. So fun. Let's see. I hang things in front of a fan. That's a good idea for drying clothes. Jenny said, this is Jenny Paulino, that was my problem before I found you through Inspired by Nikki. Now I feel in control. Awesome. And I'm so glad you came from Inspired by Nikki. I love Nikki, and I can't wait to work with her in February making this outstanding video series for you girls. You're going to love it. Amy West, struggling with depression and anxiety. Did you cook dinner and shine? I did cook dinner and shine my sink, but that's about it. That's okay. When you're not well, mentally or physically, you're not well. So you did a good job. Sherry, I was using Toth every top of the hour. That's something you can do. But I don't want you to have to do that all day long. I'd rather you get it done in the morning. Just get it done, and then you have time to enjoy your day instead of dreading every top of the hour. Let's see, I used a ringer washer for years. Oh, yeah. You did, Michelle? I didn't know that. I remember my grandmother had one of those. My home now needs more than Toth. That's Sherry. Linda said, my dishes are done, sink is clean. I'm sure you've addressed this before, but I've started watching my 2-year-old grandson. He's so fun, but he overwhelms me. I'm 65. I nap what he naps, and I get nothing done. maybe you should reconsider keeping your 2-year-old grandson. You know, this is the thing that I hear people do, and it may be something you want to do, and that's fine. You just have to adjust your schedule. But if it's something that you feel like you have to do because your niece or your granddaughter or your child doesn't have enough money for a caretaker, and etc., etc., sometimes we have to say no anyway, because people learn from those kind of things instead of us saving them all the time. If you save people, you sometimes enable them and they don't get better with their money or things like that. So just saying, and it might not be the case here, but it might. And it might not be you, it might be somebody else who's listening. So remember that if you are at your wit's end and you're exhausted and you're taking care of everybody else's lives, it's time to stop and love yourself and say no. It doesn't mean you're a mean person. It means you're firm but kind. And you're being kind because you're allowing that person to grow up on their own. And you can't save the world. You can't. And I know it's hard when it's your grandchildren. And sometimes you have to step in. But I'm begging you to really consider how much energy you have and if it's really the right thing for you. Okay? All right. Let's see. Christy Strickland is new. Hi, Christy. Welcome. And loves all the help I give. She was wondering if it's possible to keep the house clean with only Weekly Home Blessing. I have 3 kids. Weekly Home Blessing doesn't clean your house. It blesses it. The cleaning part is in the deep clean in the zones. And you don't do that until you've got all the clutter in each zone cleared out. So you don't do decluttering and cleaning at the same time. You declutter a room. And then the next time you come to it, if it's decluttered and you're managing to keep it decluttered, then you start your deep clean. It takes a while to get the system rolling, but eventually you will have a spring clean home all the time. The Weekly Home Blessing Hour is just a blessing to make it look good. It's not a deep clean. Okay? All right. But yes, it works. I'm sure I'm missing somebody here. You're welcome, Elizabeth. You're welcome, Ruth Ann. Hi, Gail. Hi, Christy. That's Elizabeth talking to Christy. Yvonne, you have helped me so much, Kat. You are encouraging. Thank you. You're very welcome. If I do Weekly Home Blessing Hour, this is Sherry, over 5 days and sheets every other week. No, you do sheets every week. Pillowcases every Saturday. No, you do sheets every week. How long would I work in the zones? That doesn't have anything to do with the zones. The Weekly Home Blessing Hour is your basic weekly plan thing. So it doesn't have anything to do with the zones. It just takes your basic weekly plan of Weekly Home Blessing Hour and it breaks it down to 10 minutes a day. So you're adding 10 minutes to every single day, including your free day. And then you're still doing your zone for 15 minutes of decluttering or 10 minutes of deep cleaning and whatever else you have to do for a basic weekly plan. Look at it, figure it out in your head. You're smart. Put it on paper, look at it, figure it out. It's not much time, but you can't, it's not a zone. It's a basic weekly plan. Okay. And if you are confused about that, please go watch How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies on my homepage. Take a notebook, take a pencil, stop the tape often, write down notes so you understand what I'm saying. It's a 40-minute tape, so it's probably going to take you about an hour of quiet time to go through it, and then it'll make sense. Okay, Sherry? All right. Ruth Ann had a ringer washer. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. There's Mr. B put How to Do the Flylady System on there for you. Please look up Josh Rule Complex Emote. Okay, I don't know what that is. Thank you, Shelly. Shell. Okay. All right, it's been 34 minutes. I'm pooped. I'm going to go, but I hope that you had a wonderful day, that you finish your after dinner routine, that you get your before bed routine done, that you get your planner and plan in it. Plan in it. So I know tomorrow all I'm going to do is get up, do my stuff, make some recordings. So I know I'm probably going to have some some costume changes. I'm going to wear something casual to my parents' house, so I'm probably going to wear jeans and a t-shirt to my mother and father's house, but I'll put a pretty blouse on and change for a couple of those videos I'm making, so it'll look nice. And that's my plan. I know what I'm going to wear, I know what I'm going to do, I know what time I'm going to get up, I know what time I'm going to be done, I know what videos are going to be done, I know what I'm going to send to Nikki. It's my job, and it's all done, okay? All right, have a wonderful day. You know I know that it's so much fun to have you here. We had 98 people on here right now. I know at one point we had 100 and something. We've got 56 thumbs up. Please take a minute to give this a thumbs up. It helps me, but it also helps you. And always remember that you